media is saying that you're divided and that you need to be saved. Here in America, at the game yesterday at Madison Square Garden, courtside was Howard Lutnick. I'm sure you know who this is. This is the Secretary of Commerce under Trump. He was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
The guy who went once to Epstein's home and said never again. That guy.
3 years after Epstein was convicted,
and then it turns out that he was a really good friend of Epstein.
Lived next door. Epstein lived in Building 9. Lutnick Building 11 on East 81st Street in Manhattan. Not only that, his financial firm was in the World Trade Center, and conveniently he wasn't there that day. He was absent taking his son to kindergarten, a workaholic, and his entire firm always seems like was wiped out.
For the first time.
For the first time. Never showed up to work, but 600 employees out of the 3,000 deaths in 9/11, they were all part of his firm. And there were even whistleblowers in the Epstein files that were accusing him of taking charity money for the victims of that attack for himself. Again, this is all alleged. I don't know. But this guy, this person, is now sitting courtside at the Knicks game in New York City. And like with all these celebrities, you see Jay-Z, Trump was there at the fight. I mean, at the game as well. And he got booed unanimously. I'm sure you saw the video. I tried my best to yell.
I did.
And this is something that will humiliate a man like Trump, a narcissist who only cares about optics. He goes on the news afterwards and says, oh, I'm sure there were more cheers than boos. Absolutely. This is why I wanted to go, to make sure that everybody understands how hated he is, especially in New York City. But you see Albania in the way that they're protesting against the Kushners and Ivanka Trump trying to steal land. And you see the Iranians cheering in the video you sent me, the unified country right now with the flags. Why can't we gather together the same way we go to a game or some sporting event? Why can't we protest the Epstein class? Why are we there? Like the Epstein people are just sitting there courtside shaking hands. DJ Khaled is right next to Howard Lutnick. I'm sure you know, the most famous Palestinian in America who's never said a word to support of his people. He's laughing. And I got a video. I saw him doing cheers to Howard Lutnick. It's mind-blowing that there's almost 400 million people here. We do nothing while we see our country be taken away by these people. But you and Iran and the people in Albania, the warriors there, they can.
You know, they're blaming Iran for Albania. The Albanian prime minister is trying to pin the blame on Iran. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everything that happens in this world, somehow it's the Iranians behind it.
Yeah.
But and that footage that I sent you when I got stuck in traffic and I got here late, and I apologize to you and your audience.
Absolutely not.
I try not to be late.